going to start by standing. Heels underneath our hips, toes straight ahead, feet straight ahead. Let's take a couple shoulder rolls right here. Go ahead, soften your knees a little bit as you inhale. Reach up, exhale, blow it all out. Take some arm swings. You can let your upper back relax, let your shoulders relax as you take the gentle little arm swings right here. Bring yourself back to center. We're taking little squats right here. So take your little baby squats, hips go back, and then press, bring it up. Adding just a little bit of movement through your hips, knees, ankles, letting yourself sink down. Maybe you like to go a little bit deeper. I'm keeping mine small. First little movements of the day. Want to be nice to your body. Let's take a couple more right here. And then from this one, it is arm sweeps. That means we reach our arms all the way up. Take a big inhale, feel the reach. Exhale, sweep it all down. Big inhale, reach up. Let everything relax, sweep it down. Big inhale. Here's your exhale. Do a few more, get everything moving. Let's take one more right here. Big inhale. We'll meet with our hands behind our head, working on our posture right here. Hands behind your head. Elbows wide. Head presses into your elbows. Soften your knees. Let's take a little hinge. Bend at your hips. Long, straight spine. Pull the core in. Engage. Bring yourself all the way up. We're going to take a few more right here. You're feeling the hinge as you come forward. Engage. Press the back of your head into your hands as you lift up so you can stay long through your spine. We want to think. Engage right here. Take two more. There comes the hinge. Zip the core. Press. Bring it up. We're going to do this one more time. Once you get up, let your arms relax by your side. Give yourself little shoulder rolls. You can alternate them. We're going to take it into little knee lifts right here. You can start with small ones, starting to bring in some balance. So you lift one side, maybe you make it a little bit bigger. This is also going to start warming up your hips a little bit more. We're working on balance. Moving through your hips, I am adding on from here. So find your balance. And then the next time we're going to do a hip circle. So once you get here, you're going to open the leg up to the outside. So you get the movement through your hip joint, taking it up and around. So yes, there's a little bit of balance. Feel free to use the chair or the wall if you want. I do want you to feel that opening through your hips as you take it up and around. Let's do this one more time on each side. There is the opening through your hips. Both your feet can stay down on the floor. I am going to have you ground down into your right foot. Little leg swing. So we want to feel a little more opening through your hip joint. Again, if you want to use the wall, I want you to feel the opening through your leg as you swing it. Forward, back. Big, small. It's just going to depend where your hip lets you swing. And then relax this side. Take it to the other side. So first get that grounding. Use the wall if you need to. And there comes your little hip swing. So I'm using this to open up your hip joint. Then your kick might be smaller. It might be larger. And then go ahead. Relax it right here. We are going to take it across the front. So come back to the first leg. Here's your little swing side to side. So it's going to feel a little different. I want you to think flow, soft. We're not muscling ourselves here. We're having a soft little flow side to side. And then we're going to take it on the other side. So right here, foot is down. When you're ready, think softness through your hip right here, right? So we want to keep it little soft flow side to side. And then let both your feet come back down to the floor. Take a couple hip circles. One more time, a little hip mobility. We're gonna get moving into some of our strengthening exercises. Take the hips around in the opposite direction. And right here, I'm gonna grab my smaller weights. We're gonna do some lunges with some bicep curls. So we're gonna grab a set of weights, whatever size you like to use. I took a little lighter size because we're also gonna do some shoulder work. So for shoulders, I know I need lighter weights. We're gonna start with a lunge with a triple back. So take 1 foot back, add a little triple lunge, and that's a little pulses in the middle with your bicep curls. One more little pulse here, and then you bring it down, stand tall, switch legs. We're gonna alternate. So you step the foot back, and you take a little 3, 2, 1, bring yourself up tall. Here's the other side, step back. Here comes your little 3, 2, you bring it up high, and then you switch. So they're little pulses. Biceps are right in the middle with a little pulse, and your thighs, you're working your lunge, little pulse. Here comes the step back, and you have your little 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Here comes your 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. One more time each side. You step back, take your lunge for 3, 2, 1. Switch. Here comes your 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself all the way up. We're going to be taking this into some curtsy lunges. We're going to stay on our right side. Little curtsy lunge just to, you're bringing yourself down. We're going to add a little side leg lift. When you lift your leg, can you add a side raise? Here comes your down and you're up. So we're moving upper lower body together. Now remember, you can always choose to do just the lower body or just the upper body. So you're taking your little sit back for your lunge, press, and bring it up. There goes my balance. Here comes 3. Here comes your 2. And then one more time. And you should have felt some good work. Hips. Give yourself a little bit of break because we are going to the other side. You're going to ground into your left foot. Take one, practice one first. Get your little curtsy lunge. Bring it up. This time, add your arms. There comes the lift and the lower. Here comes the lift and the lower. So it is your move. Make it work for you. If it bothers your back knee, don't take it so far behind. We do want to think about hips pressing back. We have 3 more to go. Here comes your 3. Here comes your 2. And then we take our last one. Go ahead, bring yourself up right here. Give yourself a little shake. You can roll your shoulders out. We're gonna do a couple squats with front raises. I'm gonna have my palms facing my thighs when I do this. Set yourself up. You're gonna squat, lift your arms, and then you bring it up. Here comes your squat down and your press up. Here comes your down. So we're taking our time and you bring it up. Couple more. We squat and then we lift. Here comes your squat and your lift. Let's do 3 more. Here's your 3. Here comes your 2. Now, one more time. Bring yourself all the way up. Set your weights down carefully. That means you squat to set them down. Give your legs a little shake. We're gonna go into our single-legged deadlift, warrior three, adding the twist, and then we will be moving on to the floor. So when you're ready, let's do the right leg first. Stand on your right leg. Maybe you keep your toes down. Maybe you lift. Add your twist if it works for you today. And then we bring it all the way back up. So you do want to take your time. Find your focal spot on the floor as you add your twist. And then you bring it up. Now remember, you can always keep your back foot down. So how are you feeling? You might feel better. You're going to get the same work. We're going to do two more. You're picking the version that works for you. Take one more wherever that is. We bring it all the way up. And you know what we did on one side, we have to do on the other side. Set yourself up. When you're ready, here we go. One leg or toes can stay down. Twist. Center. Bring it up. We're adding that twist in there today. That adds more challenge, right? And then you can always choose. Sometimes I alternate it. I'll keep my toes down. Sometimes I don't. We have two more to go. We are going to finish our last one. Great chance to check your core. Make sure you're pulling it in. That helps with your balance. And then you bring it all the way up. Give yourself a little shake out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We are getting ready to roll down to the floor. Just know today when we roll down, we are doing our push-ups for our chest. Hands are going to go out a little wider. So right here, chin to chest, enjoy this part. If you want to do your push-ups elevated, skip the roll down. Stay up and we're going to all meet on our mats. Or if you like to use a chair or the wall for your push-ups, stay there for your push-ups. We're going to come right here. Take your push-ups. Here comes your down and up. So we want chest right in line with our hands. You slide down, you press and bring it up. Here's your down and up. And you're picking the version of the push-up that works for you today. We're going to do 4 more. Here's your 3. It's your 2. Now finish this one. Give yourself a break. You might press back, child's pose. You might like to reach your fingers. Let's all stretch our wrists a little bit. Maybe you take some wrist circles in one direction. Maybe you take them in the opposite direction. You might like to stretch them in different directions. We are doing 2 more sets of push-ups. So once you take your little break, bring yourself back into your push-up position. I'm on my knees. Feel free to go to your toes or use the wall. Here we go. We slide down. We press, bring it up. It's your down and your up. There's your down and your up. 5 more. Here comes your 5. Here's your 4. Big chest. Press through your chest to bring it up. One more time. And go ahead, press it back. There is your stretch back. Or wherever you choose to go. Like I said, we're going to do 1 more set. So if you need to add a little wrist stretch, Take your wrist stretches. Everybody's wrists are different. You might like to add a little stretch here and there for them. You might need to roll your shoulders. We aren't supposed to be in our neck and our shoulders, but sometimes we do that. Here comes your last set. Set yourself up. Good news, last 10 push-ups right here. Set yourself up and then take it down and up. Here's your down and up. Try to keep that long straight line through your spine. So that means we move our whole body together as one. You have 4 more. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And then you finish this one. And give yourself a press back. Press back, whatever feels good. Give yourself a nice little stretch right here. It could be your wrist. It could be lifting back into your child's pose. We are going to be moving into all fours. We just did some work for the chest. I'm going to use our heavier weight for some rows. So right here, I'm going to stay down on the floor. If you like to row a little bit higher, feel free to do that. I'm going to grab my heavier weight. And also, I have a lighter weight ready to go for flies. We're going to do our rows and our flies. I will be coming into a low lunge. You can choose to stay on all fours. Set yourself up. Now we need that lean forward, so you still want to engage in your core. Let's add the roll up and bring it down. There's your up and your down. So let your elbows stay close to the body. And then you take the pull and the release. Pull, release. We're going to do 3, 2. Now set this heavier weight down. We're going to switch to our lighter weight and go into flies right away. Changing it up a little bit. It's going to feel a little different. Fly is going right out to the side. Now I switched. I use a lighter weight because this is really rear deltoid, smaller muscle group when you lift. And then you want to think muscle up, control down. So if you like to use momentum, see if you can really engage and lift. Here comes your up and your down. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And now take your last one. Go ahead, set the smaller weight down. Shake it out, and we're going to take it over to the other side. Right here. Set yourself up. You're in your rowing position. Add your pull and your release. Pull, release. And this is a heavier weight, larger muscle group. You could also hold 2 weights in one hand if you want to challenge yourself. Add a little more on. Here is your 5. Here's your 4. It's your 3. Here's 2. And there's 1. And this is where I'm going to switch to my lighter weight to go right into some flies. Arm goes out to the side. You bring it down. Out to the side. Control it down. And again, like I said, muscle as you lift, control on the way down. Here's the lift. So if you like to wind up and use momentum, stop with the hand right in front of your thigh and then bring it up. So when we bring it in a little closer, we start using a little more momentum. So stop your hand right in front of your thigh and then you bring it up. We're doing 3 more right here. Here is your 3. Here comes your 2. And then you take your last one. And then go ahead, give your upper body a little bit of a break. Shake it out right here. Shake it out, shake it out. I'm gonna have us do our hamstrings while we're here on all fours. Now I'm gonna take my lighter weight and put it behind my knee as an option. Like I said, this is an option. You can do this without using the weight. This is the one where we're in all fours. You're gonna set yourself up, engage your core, and then bottom of the foot goes to the ceiling, and then you bring it down. Now what I want you to focus on, we're working our hamstring, our glutes, you're pressing the bottom of the foot to the ceiling, but I want you to stay stable and level. Keep your hips level, and keep the core pulling in to avoid arching your back. So I'm not really worried about height right here. I really want you to focus on your form. There's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And there's your 1. And then we're gonna switch, take it to the other side. And again, the weight is completely optional. You're gonna get a great movement, even if you choose to skip the weight part. If you are using the weight, just make sure you have it nice and secure, right? So with shoulders back, core tight, bottom of the foot towards the ceiling, and bring it down. Now, hips, hip bones are facing the floor, bottom of the foot goes to the ceiling, and you might lift higher than me. My range of motion is a little bit smaller, but you might make it smaller too, so that you can stay in your hamstring and your glutes. And you're probably feeling your core if you're keeping it engaged. There comes your 4. Here comes your 3. It's your 2. And now there's your last one. Go ahead, bring it down. You can set the weight off to the side. I'm giving us a downward dog. That's going to be the stretch for your hamstrings. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press back. Now I said the stretch is for your hamstrings. So if you do not feel the stretch when your legs are straight, bend your knees, push your hips back, give yourself a little more space. Slide forward to your plank pose. We're going to come right into our plank pose here. Hold the plank, squeeze the glutes, downward dog, lift your hips, press back. And now we slide forward. Here comes your plank. Hold it here. There's the hold. I'm adding on from here. Downward dog, lift your hips, press back. Slide forward into your plank. Here comes your tricep push-up. Knees might go down. We're going to do 3 push-ups. You're going to slide down. So we shouldn't have to move our hands too much. You're going to take 3 push-ups here. And then take your downward dog. Press back. Here comes your downward dog. We're going to do that a few more times. Stretch. Plank pose. Squeeze the glute. Get strong here. Triceps. My knees go down, but you can stay on your toes. Think elbows, shoulders. Slide back as you do the tricep push-up. Here comes your downward dog. Lift your hips. Press back. This is our last time going through our push-ups. Slide forward, plank. Hold the plank first. Maybe you try it on your toes. And now you take your push-ups. For 3. Here's your 2. And here comes your last one. Lower yourself all the way down to the 4. And we're going to give ourselves a little stretch right here. So maybe you're going to reach overhead. Maybe you're going to take your arm someplace else. Give yourself a little break. But our first move here is going to be our reach and pull. Set yourself up. Toes are going to reach away. Fingertips reach away. Pull your belly button to your core. Lift your upper body. Feet stay down. Pull your arms back. You reach to the front. You pull your arms back. Here's a reach. Here's a pull. Take a reach to the front and a pull back. Here's the reach and the pull. 2 more times. Reach to the front, pull back. 1 more time. We reach, we pull. Forehead, cheek to the back, to the mat. Relax through your hips. You can let your heels fall to the outside edges of your mat. Maybe you shake your hips a little bit. Give them a little bit of a break. We're doing a little bit more work for our back, taking your arms out to cactus. So they're making little goal posts. Feet are going to reach away again, and then you're going to press tops of the feet, toes down into the mat. Pull the belly button in, lift the upper body, hover, hold it here. And you're staying long through the top of your head. Toes keep pressing down. Slowly lower, and we're going to go right back up. You're taking your lift, your pause. So I really want you to think about lifting up as a unit with your upper back area. And then you gently bring it down. Here comes your up. So that's just a little release. Keep pushing your feet down into the mat. Slowly lower. You're coming up 1 more time here. Lift up. Hold it here. Can you keep holding it? Let's take our hands. Let the fingertips reach towards your toes. Right there is a lift up. A little bit more of the upper body. Now, lift your legs. There is your locust pose. Take the reach. Fingertips reach to the toes. Legs are coming up. Hands are right next to your rib cage. Roll your shoulders back, press into your hands, cobra. There comes your stretch. Give yourself a nice little break. Look off to the right. Then you look off to the left. And then gently lower down. Press the back. You can take all fours, cow cat, or a child's pose, whichever feels best for you. Give yourself the stretch that you need. And then we're going to bring ourselves right over onto our back side to start working our core. So flip yourself over. When you go down, maybe you support yourself with your thighs. If you want to go down from the side, feel free to do that. We're going right into our crunches out the gate. Feet are grounded. You add your lift and your lower. Here comes the lift and the lower. Here comes your up and your down. So think exhale, lift, bring it down. Let's focus on keeping the belly button pulling in towards your spine. Here comes the lift and the lower. We'll have 4. Here comes 3. Here's your 2. And there's your last one. Let's go right into our leg lifts, our alternating legs. You can do one at a time. You can do them both together. Body's pretty warmed up, so you're going to choose the version that works for your body as you lift and lower. And maybe you alternate between the two. You might be in between. Sometimes you lift both because you can keep your form. And then maybe you start to alternate. We're going to do 4 more, whichever version you choose. There's your 4. Here's your 3. Here comes your 2. Now you can keep your knees up here. We're going into reverse curls. I do mine smaller. Palms are up. If you like to do yours with your legs lifted, palms can go down. When you're ready, lift your hips. It's your reverse curl. And then you gently release your hips down. Now, you're going to probably be way different than me. As I mentioned before, our bodies, some exercises really rock for some of our bodies, some do not. So you just have to accept where you are and work from there. So you're going to lift, do your reverse curl, legs straight or bent. We have 5 more to go as you lift your hips. Remember, this is core, lift through your core, and then you would let it come down. There comes the lift and the lower. 3 more to go. There's your 3. Here comes your 2. Finish your next one, and then we are going to be taking this into hip rolls. So just check to make sure your knees are right over your hips. If they're too close to you, you miss some of the fun. Squeeze the legs together, open arms to the side, roll only where you can control with your core. Reach the top hip a little further forward. There's that extra core work. Bring it to center. Other side. You roll. You reach the top hip, and then you return to center. Here, roll, reach, bring it to center, roll, reach, return to center. One more time each side. It's your roll, it's your reach, center. One more time here, roll, reach. Keep the knees right over the hips, fingertips go up, dead bug, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're using this to stabilize. So you want to feel complete control here. So when you do this move, yes, it's coordination, but I also really want you to focus on what is your spine doing? So we should have our low back secure to the mat. You have a little bit of a natural spinal curve. And then we're keeping our shoulders down into the mat as well as you move. We're going to do 4 more. And then we're going to move into our little hollow hold and our bridge holds. So when you finish this one, completely stable through your core, you can reach your toes up towards the ceiling. This is where we go into the movement, hold it for 30 seconds. Pull your belly in. So this is the one time you're going to hear me say, push your low back into the mat. It will stay there for the full 30 seconds. When you're ready, take your exhale, lift. Once you're there, maybe you open up a little bit more and we're holding it for 30 seconds. Now maybe your toes reach further away, but as soon as your low back or your little spinal curve starts coming off the back, off the mat, you want to change where you are. Hold it. We have about 5 more seconds. Let your knees come in. Bottoms of the feet are going to the mat. We go right into our bridge. You might want to use a block between your knees to make sure you stay in alignment. Hips go up, tailbone shoots away, and there is the hold for your bridge. Now let's really focus. Press down into the bottoms of your feet and then pretend drag your heels towards your shoulders. It's going to light up your glutes, your hamstrings a little bit more. And then hold it here. So we want to feel the glutes, the hamstrings working. Release your hips down. We're going back into that ab hold. Fingertips go up, toes go up. Pull in your core. Secure yourself against your mat. Open up wherever it works for you. Here comes your 30 seconds. And think exhale, exhale, exhale. Get deeper into your core. Keep holding it. We're almost there. Can you go a little further? If you start losing that connection to your mat, bring it back up. And go ahead. Bring it in. One more time. We're going back into the bridge. Let the feet come down to the floor. Here comes the lift of your hips. Shoot your tailbone away. Solid bridge right here. Feel your feet down into the mat. And then right here. Little heel drag towards your shoulders. Gonna light up your hips a little bit more. And we just hang out here. I want you to keep it active though, so I want you to feel the backside working. The tailbone shooting away, strong glutes, strong hamstrings. And then gently, hips go down, windshield wiper legs, take your legs side to side. Take it from one side, off to the other. Once we finish this, bottoms of feet together, we're coming into our butterfly, bound angle crunches. Bottoms of the feet together, hands behind your head as your exhale lift, and you bring it down. Exhale, lift. Release it down. Here is your up and your down. So really think lift with your core. Last 4. Here's your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. And give yourself a long stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Long stretch here. And we're going to come to the side. We're doing our double side leg lifts. I'm also going to have us work our inner thighs because we haven't got them yet. Bring yourself to your side. I took my block with me so that I can set my leg on it when we get to our inner thigh. So here comes that reach. Pull your waistline away from the mat. Add the lift of your legs. You bring it down. We add the lift of the legs. You bring it down. So right here, each time you lift, we still have our waistline up and away from the mat. And if you can, we're trying to balance, which means this front hand is only there for looks. Maybe you have your fingertips soft on the mat. Here is your 4. Here's your 3. It's your 2. There's your last one. This is where we're going into inner thigh. If you want to grab a weight, set it on your inner thigh, go for it. I use the block for my thigh. And then lift the leg and bring it down. Lift the leg and bring it down. Here is the up and the down. Up and down. So now we want to really focus on feeling the inner thigh working. Here's your 5. Here's your 4. It's your 3. Here's your 2. Now you're going to finish this one and gracefully take it over to the other side. Double leg lifts on the other side. Bring yourself up and through. Take your block with you if you like to use your block. Here's that long reach to start with. And then when you're ready, lift up, bring it down. Here's your quick reminders. Waistline up and away from the mat. That is just to keep our spine safe. When we lift, it's our legs doing, or it's our core and our legs doing the work. Relax in the neck and the shoulders. They don't need to help with this. Let your lower body do the work. 4 more here. Here is your 4. Here is your 3. It is your 2. And now we're going to go ahead and take the top leg on your block if you choose to use the inner thigh. Here we go. We lift the bottom leg. You release it down. Just focus that the arch is towards the ceiling. That way you know you're using the inner thigh each time you lift and lower the leg. And we do want to feel the work in the thigh. So enjoy that little pause at the top. There's your 5. Here's your 4. It's your 3. Here's your 2. Now here comes your last one. Your block can go to the side. We're meeting back on our back side. And we're gonna go right into some leg circles. That is stability again. So one foot goes up towards the ceiling, toes are up. I like my back leg bent, but it can also be straight. Zip the core, shoulders down, circles when you're ready. Now you're gonna know how stable you are because your opposite leg, it doesn't move. And you have full control through your core. Now you're gonna switch directions, take the leg around in the opposite direction. I really think exhale so you stay right into the core. Everything is under control. And then we're going to switch, take the opposite leg up. Zip the core, shoulders down, add your circles, and check it out. Nothing is moving. Bottom leg completely still, right? It is just the top leg making the circles on the ceiling. And then you switch, take it around in the opposite direction. You're gonna take your last one here, and yes, we are doing the 100 yet. So right here, wherever you like to take your feet, up, down, fingertips reach, get your big exhale, lift up. Here comes your 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Neck, shoulders relax. Maybe you take a little look to the right. You might take a little look to the left. We're going to take this right into our single leg stretch. One leg out, shoulders up or down, your choice. You could do some with your shoulders lifted. You could do some with your shoulders down. Wherever it works for you. Just so you know, we're going to do this. I'll give you a countdown. Next move is going to be bicycling. I just want you to know where we're going. Take your exhale and switch. Exhale and switch. Here it is. 4. Here's 3. It's your 2. Slow motion bicycle. That means hands are behind your head. Armpit comes towards the knee. Lift and pause. Bring it to center and switch. Lift and pause. Center and switch. Lift and pause. I want your shoulder off the mat, and then you switch. Lift and pause. Return to center. Here's your up, and your release. Up, release. There's your 4. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. And now here's your last one. Let your toes go towards the ceiling. Head rests down. Little scissors movement. I'm just going to have you finish out right here. Up, one leg. Maybe it goes down a little. Maybe it's down a lot as you take the movement. So wherever you have complete stability and you feel you have control over the movement, And it is from here. Both your toes are towards the ceiling. Both your legs come down together, a little or a lot. Last move before we stretch. You bring it down, take a pause, you bring it up. You bring it down, you take your pause, you bring it up. 2 more times. Here comes your down, your pause, wherever that is for you. Bring it up 1 more time. And then go ahead. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug right here. Tailbone relaxes. Keep hugging one leg in, take the other leg out. Big stretch through your hips here. Straight leg, press the heel down into the mat. Get a little more opening for your hip. Take this top knee across your midline. Here comes your twist as you rotate here. Maybe it goes all the way, maybe not. Try to keep your shoulder down so you get an opening through your chest as well. Bring your leg back to center. Both your knees come back into your hips or into your chest. Hug the opposite leg in. There's this stretch here. And there, press the heel down. Arm can open to the side. Here comes your spinal twist. Only take it where it's appropriate for you. Bring everything back to the center. Feet are down on the floor. Take your ankle over your knee. Figure 4 right here. Maybe you keep it low. Feel free to lift it up. Take it where it works best for you. Opening through your glutes, outer hip. Bring the legs down. We're going to switch. Take it right over to the other side. Here comes ankle over. And then once you have that, leg comes up. And then remember, this is an option. You don't have to lift the leg up. You can always keep the feet down on the floor. You're going to bring your feet down. One more time, let's take the happy baby. Knees in towards your armpits. Bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. Maybe you reach towards your feet. Maybe you reach for your calves behind your knees. Little side to side rocking. That's a back massage here. And now we are going to bring ourselves up into a seated position, however you want to get there. I'm rolling. Feel free to take it to your side. Once you're all the way up, legs are going to come out in front of you. We're going to do a little hamstring stretch here. Knees can always bend. Feel this stretch as you come forward. And work with your breath. Bring yourself all the way up. We're gonna see you, Paul. Thank you. Have a great weekend. And now take your foot up and over. Give yourself a twist right here so you get one more big stretch. And the twist. Let everything release. Bring it to center. We take it to the other side. The leg is gonna come in. It can come around. There's your hug. You sit up a little taller. You add your twist. Bring yourself to center. Feet are going to open up nice and wide. There's the open stretch here. Maybe you stay high, maybe you take it low. It just depends what feels good for you today. Wherever you are, let's walk our hands over to one side. Give yourself a little extra stretch down the side. Bring it to center, and then you walk it over to the other side. Bring it back to the center. Slide your legs in. Take your spine stretch here. That's knees soft. Tuck your chin, round through your spine, pull your belly in. Give yourself a stretch through the back side of your body right here. And then start bringing it all up. We're going to have a seat. Wherever that's comfortable for you, I'm going to pop my hips up on my block real quick. You might choose to stay on the floor. Once you get there, let's stretch the upper body out. We're going to open our chest. Big inhale. Hug a big ball, open between your shoulder blades. Connect your hands, add a little side rotation one side. Bring it to center, take it off to the other side. Bring yourself to center. We're going to sweep our arms up as they go up. Flip your palms towards the ceiling. Open up right here. There's a little extra strength. Stretch your wrists while you're up here. Release your fingertips. Take your hands out to the front. There is a push to the front for your wrist. Drop your fingertips towards the floor. Shoulders can relax. Little extra stretch if you want it for your wrist. We can clasp our hands, add your wrist circles around in one direction. Take your wrist circles around in the other direction. Open your arms up right here. Give yourself a hug. Right arm is on the bottom. Start with a hug. Elbows are going to relax down today. Feel the stretch through the back of your shoulders. Drop your chin. A little extra stretch. Lift your head, open your arms. We're switching sides, arms open up. Here's the hug. Once you're there, elbows relax down. Drop your chin. Lift your head, open your arms. This time you're going to take your hands behind, clasp your hands. Lift your chest towards the ceiling. Lift your chin, open up a little bit more. Sit up tall. Take your right hand behind you, shoulder, chest stretch. If it can reach up between your shoulder blades, check it out. See if it works today. Maybe, maybe not. Here comes ear to shoulder. Try to stay tall through your torso as you stretch through your neck. Lift your head, relax the right arm. Here comes the left, it slides behind. Check it out, see if it reaches up between your shoulder blades today. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Here comes ear to shoulder. Lift the head. Give yourself some big shoulder rolls. Let your shoulders come up, back, and down. Arms are going to relax right here. Neck stretch. Look over your right shoulder. A little stretch as you look to the right. Look to the front and now look over your left shoulder. Look straight ahead. Drop your chin to your chest. Lift your chin up. Get a little taller. Chest is open towards the ceiling. We look straight ahead. Here comes your big inhales. We're going to inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. 1 more time. Let's take this. Inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Thank you all very much.